G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnall, this is ACWSport, and here are my predictions for round 5 of the FA Cup, which returns this coming weekend. Starting with the Friday night kickoff at Leicester, it's Leicester versus Sheffield United. Now Leicester, they'll be looking to bounce back following their hammering at the hands of Manchester City, and I think they're going to. Again, they're facing lower league opposition, and even though Sheffield United are doing alright at the moment, I just think Leicester will be too strong for them, so I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Leicester in this game. I'm going to back Ian Atra to get on the score sheet twice, and I also think Riyad Mahrez will play and score for Leicester as well. Then to Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, they host Hull. I just see this being a really easy tie for Chelsea. I just don't see how Hull can get a result here, so I'm going to back Chelsea to run out 4-0 winners in this game. I think Morata will play. I think he'll get a brace. I'm also going to back Olivier Giroud to get on the score sheet as well. And then finally, Willian to score for Chelsea in that game too. Then Sheffield Wednesday, they host Swansea. Now this game is intriguing because, of course, you go back a couple of months ago, I actually would have thought that Sheffield Wednesday would have been able to overcome Swansea. However, they're on such a good run at the moment, Swansea. I can't see anything but a Swansea win, so I'm going to go 3-1 in this game for them. I'm going to back Tammy Abrahams to get a brace, and also Jordan Ayew to score for the Swans as well. Then West Brom, they host Southampton at the Hawthorns. Now, a few weeks ago, Southampton went there and won 3-2 in the Premier League. Since then, Southampton, they've lost to Liverpool. West Brom, they've lost to City. I just think that West Brom may have learnt their lessons from the last game. They did squander some big chances in that game. West Brom have also lost to Chelsea as well in a game. Again, they squandered some big chances. But because it's at home, I am going to back West Brom to just edge it. I'm going to go 2-1 to West Brom. I'm going to back Jay Rodriguez and Rondon to score for West Brom. And I'll back Carrillo to score for Southampton. Then Brighton, they host Coventry at the Amex in a game that I think will be really kind of just a standard win for them. I'm going to go 2-0 and I'm going to back Glenn Murray to get a brace in that game. Huddersfield, they then host Manchester United, an all Premier League tie. Huddersfield will be going into the game full of confidence, having destroyed Bournemouth 4-1 in their last home game. And also the fact that they beat Manchester United at home earlier on this season. United aren't in the best form. They've lost to Spurs. All right, they beat Huddersfield at Old Trafford 2-0 fairly comfortably a few weeks back, but they then lost to Newcastle last weekend. I think Jose, again, because he knows that this is probably his best chance at winning silverware this season, is going to take this game seriously. I think United will want to get revenge for the fact Huddersfield beat them earlier on this season, and they'll want to bounce back from their defeat to Newcastle. So I'm going to go 3-1 in this game as well. I think the Potter may give Huddersfield the lead, but overall I think United will be too strong. I'm going to back Sanchez, Martial and Lingard to score for Manchester United in that game. Then Tottenham, they have the longest trip pretty much of any team as they travel up to Rochdale to play on what looks like a beach more than a football pitch. Tottenham, they'll be full of confidence going into this game, having beaten having drawn against Juventus in the Champions League in midweek. Massive result for them. And also boosted by the fact that Lucas Moura is expected to make his full debut, and the fact that Toby Alderweireld will be back in the side as well. So I just see this being a comfortable 2-0 win for Spurs. I'm going to back Llorente and Son to score for Tottenham in that game. And then finally, we have an FA Cup final kind of rematch, I guess, in the 5th round. From a few years ago anyway, when Wigan were in the Premier League. Obviously, one of the biggest FA Cup upsets of all time when Wigan beat Manchester City at Wembley. This time in the 5th round, they host Manchester City, and I just can't see anything other than a fairly comfortable City win. I'm going to go 3-0 in this game. I think they'll play a fairly strong side. I'm going to back Sterling, Bernardo Silva and Gundogan to score for Manchester City in the game. And that is how I see all of the FA Cup's 5th round ties going. Please comment below, let me know, do you agree with my predictions? As always, really interested to find out what you think. I'll be back again next week with my predictions for the next stage of Champions League last 16 knockout games. And then on Tuesday, my FA Cup 5th round review as well. So please stay tuned for them. Have a good weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys again soon.